For some makwaba fire do ya tentam penyimfo adwomadwa ha ne penyimfo miensa na je kunya kese yewra ya Asani Tano ye political analyst o fidium sanso na yenua Jonathan Adams ono na ye samufo penyine ma central adwuma ye friend 24news.news yenua Charles McCarthy enso ye samufo penyima da Bokata the Hawk penyimfo miensa na ne numudi dwuma WhatsApp number na screen so ye wo dia also kire wadwen na brepamne kinkan emfa mabedwa fo makwaba.
Sorry.
Bibia boko there. Very a quick one, my main 5 months Yera Asani Tano 5 minutes. Omampeni I revoke the appointment of a year Honorable Sarajwa Safo at long last. Mamus MPP for the tweet at long last, na minim say more train. Say be revoke 5 minutes.
And I say 5 minutes couple said a dozen. Anyway, my betcha Yera Agbesi Sagbefia, CEO, our Belempe, on the head, Meshia Munina.
Start work.
Namachia Togo 1. Mechia Togo or hey.
Oh, Israel.
Israel. Jed Morrison. Abed Bodine ni Brown. Mechia Ubia. I again who are around still.
Again maintaining can.
From it again who are around me yentonka. Namachia my brother see no moshi. Jumeko far by no BBM. Yeah. Sarajwa Safo na 70. I think said you'll be it's long overdue, and I felt say it is the right thing to do. The Parliament you could see yes say and can and conclusion of the whole show. Our more to share October no one, and I say Nkonya be course over be, but I will be in a board and be baby sipa.
In
the sense, anytime I become a Joseph for say the president is aware, right? In this case, no, the offense has been committed against Parliament, staying beyond the 15 days mandate. No, I say the Honourable Rice Speaker and I'll be sure letter accordano at the I kind of say be a woo free or my and I say who do until we stay away more than the 15 days stipulated. But anytime we reason or say the president is aware. And for that matter, the secret between Onone president and I said the reason here Debia or say president they aware no. I want to believe that before the by-election is declared, no, normal basis is power, secret beba out power. So for me, my mind is clearly open, waiting to hear and see the secret between Onone and Aduntia. Debia, the president is aware. The president is aware. So I think that's my submission.
Okay. Uncle Joe.
Sorry. I mean, chair, a chef for an Amenchia minion. Me name the reason why Minkasa Grana in your McCarthy. Oh, three, and Neswasha white.
But you are there.
Up and down, and no dear one can once more. Some knows who sell back on once. I don't know, Teresa.
Anyway.
But Sammy, seriously, about 3 months ago, no. My position is very simple. Say, look, Ajasafo should have been sacked long time. Yeah, long time. And yes, as a gender minister, but then it should have also been given a way out, shown the way out from Parliament. So when sacking from Parliament, my reason is it's very simple. Look, when you are employed in this company, there are rules and regulations. Untumen can say, and now an asset na uyale until we to miada without excuse, permission from your top hierarchy on what this company. Yes, you have every right. Say, we can say for one reason or the other, untumen Benjamin, and answer for the next 3 days, for the next 4 days. But if you are absenting yourself from worker, you should back with reasons. You should back with the right permission. Akoye say in the case of Ajuasafo, Debia president him, wait him. Now why? It's true. Say president na appointed. It's true, but you are serving the Republic of Ghana. You are not serving the president alone. So, and you and I, our taxpayers' money, Enti now we share even for me no we share even the rate of unemployment in this country. And you have been considered, say they have given you something to come and serve this country, you know. It's a privilege because most of the people, even within MPP, they are not getting even cleanest job. There are a lot of people who die for the party. They are not getting cleanest job. You have been given ministerial position. You are MP. And then you can accept yourself. And when they call you, then you are speaking slangs. I think, say, honestly speaking, the president had delayed too much. And for me, I'm very excited, say, of course, he has been sacked. Yes. And this should be a deterrent to any other person in this country, not only within the MPP, but then, not within this government, but to any other person, say, when you are given the mandate, when you are given the opportunity to serve this country, you serve it with all sincerity, you serve it with all the seriousness it deserves.
Okay. All right. Charles.
So, Chawad, Cha Arefo, any Pennyfar many of my shemoha. I think, say, Honorable Sarah Adwasafu, Asama Betuwi. Yeah, I'm baby Musa as a besi den
As I'm Cassia Bessia Franca.
Very good. One say, 1, 2 bois, you would want to blame Adwa. Opro whom be blamed, so I know I could blame the president. Well, sir. Very good. Because Adwa, your finance minister, and a member of parliament. Over 8 months, 9 to 10, almost a year, Adwa absent in. Yes, sir. President, no son called Pamadwa, and a 1 year. But Odubisi Adwa name on acting as acting minister. Nti Abra Adwa absent in Hunya Yada Sutuanika. Ebesi Enemre. That is my understanding. You get it? And you know, President Antimi Ampamadwa until Ene our parliament Antimi Ampamadwa. And Sana President did let Tebasu Mapamadwa. But oh, Pamana Sakeke. Adwa Moyaka. Do you get it? Has Adwa not offended this country in any way? Has she not caused financial loss to the state? Abra Adwa wo US in Nano. Na you try Adwa ka. So you try car, at least the letter should have clarified. Say Adwa got US. Embassy Nano. Abanya si untwane kan do antwane ka. Na me reason Adwa di kotna US. And I mean tiasie. Adwa si woye na that she's a mother, she's a parent. Na neba bema a transition from one school to another, and I say from one class to the other. Anything Adwa could do. And now could be baby US. Now that's in the banner yari. I did change no more to trap pictures, birthday pictures. Me wa. You know you me. I got to car grandma grano.
$60,000.
It was US ho. Enti no ton. Meanwhile, I draw Ghana. You did a ma bunu. Any a ma. I saw you need your show. So you are living a country, a population of let's say 20 million, and go and take care of your oldest son in US. So you have the option of say Obekasu Ebia, Moni Mojuma. What I say? Now, as a mother that I claim to be, no, not my twaso kweding, I could remember. I draw an yanisa. I mean, may ba say a systemic failure. So I do an issue we I expose your system, no. I expose Parliament, I expose the presidency. Because Parliament cannot act. Parliament ain't missing. I didn't hear straightforward. Ruling no. Appeals court are deciding on this matter. So who absentee who are and now feel the air dream who be. But natural empty. You see committees and court nasi. And to two man and sa no mudi decision na but na committee di dream bar. This is Sabbath plenary. No omo be debate who etu ho aba. What have you got in here? You get it? And a weakness in our institutions. And for me, that is worrying. Say, you was school or Ghana ha. You cry the tear. Me wa. Abansi wa ye school free. Me wa. Enti anka minister there. Oba ko dem America school. Say yeah, me wa.
Obi a otimi lobby me dey according to you so na lobby me dey Kwabenya Community Senior High School by.
Now can you free and do you even need US school for your son? You see, but then some kind see I drop a cars na man for Antonio Adwaka humbi.
Anyway,
Can tanka car na man for Euro Muan Toby. Sanka Oboto, and can drop to papa can man Kabe Toby. And now I've got bad dinner birthday crack a cow cotoma. Most of them civil letter.
Yes, a chive,
chive, oh, and no cotoma. I mean, I can tank a year plane now.
Anyway, I think I message you. Say, Hunter, good evening. Today, dear, I don't have light to watch you. Kofi from Kumasi. Kumasi from Mamudie. Kofi Kafra, why? Kofi for Facebook. So, phone or battery. But please, host, our leaders don't care for us. My father's land was taken by the government for road construction at Kaswa on 2016. Till now, they've not paid us, as in Tiomoka, Kafra. Well, good evening. My name is Abdul Rahman, watching you live from Sekendi, Zongo, or say PPP. You know, there was a PPP awake from Abdul Rahman or there. PPP 2020, you call Elmina, Yera. Papa can see Dunkrum, Elmina, so no free. You buy a hard during 2020, no. You won't say, constituency office, no. You're tomb. And so as at that time, when PPP was asleep, they said, I'm already are. Now, Yanti wait and free horn. Another issue now, we had a chance here. A trendy, we saw a trendy, Asumye Park and a Honsensem, Kwakwani, the Honi at Amers Institute, crash in Oman Penny, renovation, Mokoya Honsensem. Yanti a year at Amers Abusian for our macho Mohondia Free Kwakwani, the whole year at Amers Institute, Omicha they'll be heading to court to stop him from using the name Atamos Sinti.
As the Ebusia Penyin of the Nkrumah Chirba Trida Nebusia, the family has decided that we will contact our solicitors to make sure that they explore all avenues to stop the Atamils Institute from operating. But finally, we will not just simply rely on the courts. I would like, therefore, to make an appeal to the court of public opinion, which I think is the only court worthwhile. I would like Ghanaians to know that the so-called Atamils Institute is unauthorized. It is also unsanctioned. It is unappreciated, and it's most unwelcome.
I don't know, it's not welcome, unappreciated, unrecognized. Na just say we Yera Kadman at Tamils when he did Professor Mills, when you baby quiet, the only year Mobusi opinion as more the attitude. I'm sure if I features one, ma'am. As we park in one sense,
Sammy.
we are mono 3 minutes be.
Oh, so we there soon. We need some 3 minutes.
Maybe 3 minutes and some you.
Okay, 3
I
minutes.
mean, ne tiani say me kana ha. Obia ni me say me ni kwakwa ni do yenka. Kwakuna nkasa ni say me bona chipa. But sa some we maybe bibi wo ba bia menim. Maybe wo ba bia menim. Say ye wo asodia na blame bia asame. Yemfama Professor Musa Busiafo.
Why?
Yeah, Professor Musa as president, may he so rest in peace. And of course, when Ghana, Ajapade, but Busia, ewo Muse. Abusia decided so my yen saying or as we park and coyen saying or how. Unmusa. And Tabusia the penny soon is saying or her. Omusie ni wie no. What have they done? Kwaku just took an advantage of the fact say abusia we a quiet one. Abusia as a mom poor mu ho asem bia and you know some of these things they will not be involved and on what take advantage and no register at Tano's Institute or no more. And these are learned people at Tano's abusia for about I've been Dr. Kagman Mills learned much answer manager up to a 10th anniversary. You have now realized, say, it is unwelcomed, it is not sanctioned, and that what?
Recognized.
It is not recognized. Since when did you realize that? That is where my problem comes from. Because, yes, I can say, Kwaku dramatic, Kwaku exaggerative. But the fact of this matter, you see here now, let me follow you. What happened? Kwaku Kohonum, just to put the place together, to renovate the place for the 10th anniversary.
Who owns the place?
And you are buying negligence. We will come there. And that is where our problem with another than Kwaku Fadu, when he said, at the ceremony, said, the Professor Moses, an energetic communicator, that of communicator, called on him to renovate the place. And he gladly accepted the call. That was the delineation of duty. Because they are buying adie. The National Security Fund it shouldn't even take Kwaku to prompt a buying say we need to update the place or renovate the place. What do I say? But then government didn't care. In fact, a buying home maybe yes, MPP ni maybe and amun shada emfa ho sa ena Kwaku akoka ena omaye fine bonne no way. That is where my problem. What is the issue? Okay, you could have said so Kwaku emfa solicited fund and no that one yes. But we into say omayama ya attention of sika ya say no. I wanted to know how much money we have spent putting that place together.
Okay.
You see who and to me wait dear I mean asudie bia wo ho a boni bia like blame bia must go to the family first. NDC must take it second. We train 1 week to 10th anniversary. We say who could rehearsal? Who should sweep there? Who should paint there? When you know say oh my team a politics near your dimple, it is almost becoming politics, true or false. Stand here. You must show interest. You must show interest.
Okay.
Until the start to go, then this is why you Professor Moon start to head office as Uncle John. Head of we going to see in his honor. No more the atom.
McCarthy, drawn image.
And it is not enough. I'm talking about a statue. And so John Mills, John Mahama, Obi leaders need be pictures. Well, okay. I'm saying they should have dedicated that whole building now, see, in his honor. They should do it. That is what they should be doing 10th anniversary and somewhere. I'm going to long speeches,
Okay.
Guasifo.
When are you Brian Guasifo? Is Sami or onim first of all, make us say may the Prof so rest in peace, continue rest in peace. For me no na me dream say ibia around this time no sena ye apologize the Prof's image, This is rather will be the time to talk about, apart from the personal attributes, yeah, better talk about the image, the achievement. A lot of the achievement, and spend more time on the Nyama or Ba, or spending 3.5 years in government as a president. Nyama or be achieve, rather than say, Obi Akoformi NGO, non-governmental organization, or no, they champion a particular cause. And that cause for me, from the time the NGO was formed, ABC and ne, unto me can say, why you see, there's no evidence to prove, say, why you see that organization to champion anything for himself, but rather to champion things that will project the image of Prof. So me feel say, if nothing at all, if there are any differences at all, these are people these are people they are knowledgeable people, they are well-experienced people in our society, in the family of Prof. Say, if for nothing at all, say, look, Koku, sit down with him. Let him know, say, where you are going is bad. At the end of the day, you say, when two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. Because when Koku is fighting the family, and the family is fighting Koku, at the end of the day, today I can say, so can't you say, look, Prof was Asunjui Henia, Obe doubted. Obe doubted because at the end of the day, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the man. And one person who served the man whilst he was alive, is saying something with his organization. The family also is saying something. To the extent, say, if the family had opportunity, or be court over certain things. That is what I think, say, it's not serving the good purpose for the image of Prof. Most especially when you are celebrating the 10th anniversary. And I think, say, the family should be more tactical in this case, say, they will rather sit down with Koku. And now say Koku would sit down with them and then make sure, say, at least the image of the Prof becomes always stand as a peaceful man who lived peacefully and not necessarily about this back and forth. For me, this is what basically I have to do.
Okay. Here, Asani.
Yeah. My views are different.
And me,
you see, let's call a spade a spade.
okay.
Said the Charles and Charles, say Koku, or no, when you be on your Koku ne fan.
Or Bonnie much.
Or Bonnie much. Me more Koku, I like him. But this particular singular art, and Charlie, me come again. Sure. Or maybe your tradition and culture. You jinahin. So China Nado. I mean, father cry and say, I want Jenny, a man in quatenting. Se ko ba se dachin na do a. Eugeniation cannot go and form an institution now or the champion the cause of ensuring say the legacy of Nana Addo Dankwa
Akufo-Addo Institute
will live on. Where are the family, especially when you did not inform the family? None of the family is a part of a friend saying
Amanyosem Institute.
You understand? That is one aspect. Two, what shall Nana Addo speech or come out? I will state categorically say that the Charles Kayan, no son to us say. He was contacted. And then he instructed. Nana Addo fear him, be fear him, fear and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Meso me fear him, fear intimina mama mre. Inti ubia oye right up there regarding culture and tradition. Ube bisa na se wako babusi and family. Or cancer there be, it is your responsibility. So like I say, invite the family, let's sit down and then see how we are going to make this 10th anniversary a memorable one. One cancer and vindictiveness. Here the emotional or how more a Japanese document regarding Rollins. They know what they are doing. Use and dump him. You Koku, they are using him. Alote, they are using. They will use all of them and dump them. What they have the emotional? It's a diabolic plan. They know what they are doing.
Okay.
The reason why Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or Befa Rollins are done for den. I know beyond Tiasiano. Now say we are Attorney General no stripping Rollins from the privileges.
Yeah.
Other Rollins were also on a bag. Or more a Japanese diabolic document was page 22.
Okay.
Or say the Rollins factor. And I read, although not a party member, he has become very useful too in the scheme of affairs. Nana must be encouraged to maintain his relationship with him and ensure a firm grip of him to avoid any damaging loose talk that may affect our chances. So far, his public comments have been favorable, right? The NDP, led by Nana Konadu, must be assisted to undertake its activities and to ensure that they file and contest the 2020 elections. It is obvious that whatever votes will be garnered by the NDP will be votes that would have otherwise have gone to the NDC. Diabolics and no more. Until Rollins had avoided them, they used him and they dumped him. Rollins, what happened to his funeral? Whether it is COVID, Nikuno, whatever it is. Sir John, it was COVID era. It was alleged that COVID. Yeah, this year for so many months, compared Sir John's funeral to a head of state, Rollins funeral. You see, let's not, nobody in this country can form an institute. No, I call say JB Dankwa and national no champion the cause of JB Dankwa to make sure say the legacy ebe. Now, Nipakwa no me iti mensa. So a member of the Council of State. Yeah. Sabe papa when yinia menim say anka me so pese me nya sa adwene bi nice gentleman. Na wo de ho akodom sa ankrofo we na as a Council of State member. Want to me and two Nana Addo for emisa say na busuafo no we he. Mayan kire mu say sa yi no a Asomdwe Park no. A state there. Abusiane has no business, right? Number one, why is security installation? Into Abusiane to me, sorry, sa no mafalagalanga second say yakwakodo. Dabi and tesa. They won't conform more men no way taxes here, and they must take care of the place to ensure say a honor and yes, Abusiane the best sorry because of your mother share. He has become a state property, and indeed, when Professor Mel died, no. They protested. So many of you say, "Pesanki kusieno utwa." Yamfa amaomo. Ena che busiano ya twensana busiano twens okay yenkusieno ho. Ya kusieno ho. It is the responsibility of the government to use the taxpayers to ensure say e ho be ya farifari. Enya busiafo sa ayina omutwa aye say e ho afu you know. E signboard that am say 5th anniversary no so. Aye erect ya. E see different places, different location. And I general watching from my born the whole food na above na newspaper akotwa abeto front page say a hofu koku is it your duty to form an NGO if you worked with them na can say I the nipa okofa original TV buy CEO no say bibito no nyame empangu na an special aid and I say say me wo abaye adwuma ha no wo say chinchina me ma yebusuafo ato nchenti me de mepe. It doesn't work that way. Your friends, Uncle Free saying, I have for no more.
The original TV fan club.
Was a promote. from chieftaincy institution. They should have come out to issue a statement. Sir, you have flouted culture and tradition. You cannot just take somebody's friend, and he is not a mere person. No. Ayebia me bisa sabe o. Koku ne nebusu ni bia muda. Okokodo sa dan so. Nti Yewura Mills woni ne adwumanti a does it make him your family member?
Yes, see one papa cry anya fine.
Well, media no crap with the na Charles Yusu word be or say Koku took advantage. He took advantage and decided say or the Koku.
It means you're opportunist.
Yes, Koku. During the 5th anniversary, is it the I think first or second one of them?
See for in 2 minutes.
Well, throw a letter on another Danko Kufa in the office. So anka abandon support to Nanka Monya.
Or the big NLA.
Nanado one fino. Adia Koku di year no. The publications are there. Adia Koku di year no. And now we be jina hwa nhwehwanim. So wo na wudi Koku anim na mo akoma Mills. You the man when he was alive, you didn't like him. I'm talking about Anado Danko Kufa. You were not a fan of the man, even though you were mates. You thought say we beat you twice in election, you know. Papa no were somehow when I want to tune in ahoro, Mr. Go Slow, Mr. Do Little, no one. Wo papa we ya when and wa sorry John. Ah ufra him fi wa ko gina ho say yenko ya saade wo mre kra. Sa NGO no family member be anim wan ko babusia, and we have all witnessed the tango between Koku and the family. Why would you as a president lead such a course? It's a disgrace.
Okay, we say if Ghana is a serious nation, we wouldn't have this issue being dragged over here and there. Carlos Ahinkra wouldn't have been MP. Silvanus, a shaman, was a good evening, Mr. Host. Adwa did not cause financial loss to the state, but rather the president because he keeps paying her. We say, the lights are back, and I'm watching you live. You know, Kofi, Kofi from Kumasi. Was watching you live from Nyamakrum from Kwame, Tivia, no de Aba. We see systematic failure. I drink Anya Juma body no bread. The president should go with Adwa Safutebi and the free Achim Sajima Sino de Aba. We say, Mr. Honto, good evening. I congratulate you for your good job. Please, your people should advise Kwakwanyi Doho to stop what he is doing. He is talking too much. Someone can say that he is behind the dead. The talking is too much. With my regards to your panelists, that's it. With my name is Freeman Awinyama. Also here live from Kukomlimli. Was say, have already caused. Don't MPP pretending they love Mills. Okay. Mr. Hunter, good evening. Your panelists are not getting the point. For quite a long time now, Kwaku has attached himself with Nanado to criticize NDC. The political card Nanado is playing is divisive and wicked. He and Kwaku are bound to fail, and they are even failing. Moses Idifrikaswa. I mean Charles McCarthy, and the other one in the middle, and he way about Edemamo. Now, young Russian government, Nana Musinia Wagana, hit back at government, provided data. Say it is never true. Say Omo enti nama Ebianabo etimi akosro our hasi omuni data and buy data on the buy and say as of 2021, we are near Ghana, ye import to free a year Russia the buy, you know, it's less than even $100 million. And he said, well, importing yane over billions of dollars, and I said less than 10% if you baby banana say ma. I said the countries or mother buy about 16 countries Ghana importing MFU number one ofano a radical the bar. A year Russia toss 11. Until we have 10 countries when Ghana importing Yamaba and Tokobian Kosovian, so we can't absorb that blame. Do you agree with them, Asani?
I will not agree. For a long time, this is the most useless argument to put out there, or blaming Russia, Ukraine was you used a single day to employ 100,000 people. What's here from NAPCO, Nation Builders Corp? Which part of the nation have they built? Apart from feeding on the nation. No matter also free Russia, no? you have comparative and competitive advantage. Say ube to me a bi wo woman ha. Take just 10,000 of the NACO officials. Now for muko good enough. Put in place a military force, join them. Now mon cultivate a friend saying a 1,000 acres of land. Na yendria bro. Another 1,000 enkodria atuko. And as a millet. Beans. A friend say what's the other thing? A bro. Bayre. Yendria to cushion the economy. Idea we import free Ukraine is minute. Now minute no so nyankopon nyansem no wanto so na ogu Ghana hawo. Nti ba asase ye dua so ade ma na ye kura Ghana stand better chance than Ukraine. Right? What we need is to bring down machines na ye the process on a large scale not be implemented. It's an advantage to you as a country. Say enne me kokumase ekokofa noma na yemfa ne say bridge kese a utwa finkra ha kokumase a obetumi abu agum. Any other road connecting to your friends in Kumasi no from Accra you can't go into better home ekomado wo mrekra asase won kran wundua bibi nti say war see Ukraine wo mrekra the bombs are not landing here. You want to talk about crudeness anomana. Crudeness anomana and nothing necessary will take advantage. Now we be a lot. And even export to South baby now we bino. Ukraine was started I think 24th of February. Yeah, July ending. In this February, March, April, May, June, July, 5 months. See, shall say a mopa on a large scale or any other of the cereals there and can. It's a very big year and can Chebia or the next month your best photo. As we speak, because Ukraine, Russia stopped oil and gas supply into they have started laying pipes to US to tap gas from there. Omo kono yeah omo started say omo two from the pipes are to Mako US at tap gas. They have started exporting long ago. And you sit at one place and continue to blame Ukraine, COVID. Meanwhile, COVID by and you had more money than you should have had. Emma will spend the cross surplus kai. The size surplus no crop no and anka we dey share fuom anka by now fifiri. Na kofo na busa pa omo so onko traffic no. Populist approach of doing things. And oko jira bonten. This is the government that has come and has given employment. Meanwhile, employment now will create the government or the taxpayers' monies are going to them without any tangible benefit from them. Teaching field now would be were we short in supply of teachers? And as the teachers no more resign. You send them there just as TAs or teaching assistant. It is not something that they were going to be there permanent. And immediately you reinstate all those who are working at the toll booth into various institutions. They should stop the blaming of Russia, Ukraine. And they have come out. Look, Russia, Ukraine, they are watching. So they hear. They read. They are at least a Russian ambassador. They see all these things and hear all these things in the publications. What do in Sabaya Jumano? Who blame will be? Not about all the ones who sorry waka. And then I drain the Ukraine for Timo Modidrias and Omana. Who caught Yen is a Guinea Bedia.
Media budget review, you're banning exportation of maize, rice, and soya. But the Russia, Ukraine now no all or no exporting food. By because of Womon Tokanity, you're banning exportation.
Sabi, Nyansa Ben womb, and can be used to word be bad. Nyansa Ben womb. Into wo banning say, Womo continue fanko, and yes, anati. And your uncle, the young fanko baby uncle, because government food security say baby. Food security, so what's the one banning? Fair enough. But what measures have you put in place to ensure say you have so much of the maize in terms of a large scale plantation? Nothing, so you bring the machines that will add value to say normal na you add value to it. You don't just plant. So see, there's a video going viral. Your friends are buying a boo. To me, I'm conquer fancy baby one emma. Pro. Planting for food and jobs. And yeah, no say what was a seed. No fertilizer. You must bring in place, and as I put in place, machines na be added value and some crop na obeshe project na say. Nti ye dua no man na factories no so no wo sisi machines na wakra ba na they be turning tomato into paste. They be turning into whatever. You bring all of them. Some mango, you bring dryers, everything. Into you producing in mass quantity, no. Now we process it, now you export it, now we process it, you consume it, near process. Now what's the you see no komobo? Obi a oye na food ada. No mu duana ade ni bu. Now minister be catch me say, aduane basa ma na bu ma na pra. Now what is there? There's nothing up there. You have implemented a project on a pilot base, say, autopilot base. Say, issue, enya diabeye. Enti na bayire bua, yenya baby, yenya no, yentumin to. And can government, you must be an off-taker of the produce from the agriculture sector. Enti, because you are an off-taker, no, e be a napko for 10. Factory kitu obi a wasi. Baby, a dria broad bayire no. Omodjuma ne say, we are drying and processing and adding value. You as a government, you have already bought it from the farmers. Or more process it, add value to it, it be into chips, it be into whichever way you're between your processing a yam into flour and etc. No? Now you're bagging those things. Now you're processing into chips. Now you're tombi wahani exported. But yet you're sachet them reform. And then we continue to blame and blame. Look, Russia-Ukraine war, you might think, say, bombs in the Peru. The other are harder than the bombs because now Russia has resorted to using her own currency, and other big giant countries like China and Japan, they are following suit, and with India. Russia will not allow you to use dollar to buy their oil any longer. So the dollarization thing, from dollar, so a time will come when people will buy into Russia's idea and the dollar will be weak. And in that case, no, more Russia and Ukraine, whatever, no, you will see the big economy back. So we must think and bring home homegrown solutions. Yeah, they buy a Greek sector, no, and cushion economy. So they buy a borrowing.
Racy, life always has many things to bring you down, but what can really bring you down is your attitude. Kwaku should be careful, because if Rawlings had not tied his glove against Akufo-Addo, he would have been alive today. Silvanus Ediflashaman de Abba. Racy, good evening, Sami. Amafrane, Electricals, Pakoso Estate, Kumasi. Finally, Sarajwa Safo has been fired as the gender minister, and the next to follow are Ken Oforiatta and Akutu. Uswefri Akutu. Osi, greetings to all Theocracy church members. They Abba. Say, I'm great man, coping from a year man crown quanta, and also so the message Abba. So here. Uncle Joe. Yeah, my Russia, but I said we're providing data. Or Mark can several times. So stop blaming us. Stop blaming us. Ghana media moved to the land of the Western media. And stop blaming us. Now buying nano finance minister Kujina parliament and Russia-Ukraine war. Russia-Ukraine war. The data. Data I'm buy and can we based on then say that food is imported credit free Ukraine can I say Russia they buy less than $100 million a year no. Can we say says our importation in Mentia and then I'm cost of living across Ghana.
Sami, oh say Russia can say we shouldn't blame them. Ghana shouldn't blame them for economic crisis and as economic challenges faces. I largely disagree. May disagree with them, despite the fact say omwa my data bia sa data no yebetumi agina so aka say betumi agina so aka say because of ABCD data no figures na ye di amamo no eno kire say ye entumi nye den muntumi blame us. Fine. Question I may be say, is Russia aware say yeah importing near maybe from them and those things no we are not providing it locally for ourselves. So munim. Whether they like it or not.
Just quick one. Pastor, a control. Munfa a no folder, no corner folder no. You see a folder named Russia. Namunkom or more ambassador in the statement in the data number 1. Maybe we can use to refresh our mind on it.
Good. So we share data now mo di buy and I say the evidence now mo di buy no. And what I say basically no, we are importing certain things from Russia. Now those things are imported from Russia no. We are not providing those things locally for ourselves. And
maybe to say because omoka frozen food fish, omoka to say chicken, omoka to say.
Are we importing some cereals from Russia?
Omoka wheat.
So
wheat ain't me no be Ghana.
Okay. But the fact is say when Russia is saying yeah, our economic crisis no to large extent it's not, they are not to be blamed now. That is what I'm saying. Say they are very much aware. Say we are importing certain things from them. Sanyamana imported from them no. Yeah, into me produce locally. So say in tokwasi was one thing that we should expect is that the price of that commodity obviously will be affected there. And when the price is affected, price be affected locally here. But the facts they say, Russia, bet me I can say yes. That one is our choice, right? It's our choice to say, and say wheat crown I imported from Russia. Na in Tokwesi woho na ebi omo de my bag of wheat 2 cedis. That's say almost they buy 5 cedis. Because we can't produce it, we'll go for the 5 cedis. And when we go for the 5 cedis, obviously it will affect your economy. Right? Yes. So we can also blame the price of wheat and as a price of those cereals and as a price of commodities imported from Russia. On the crisis Kosovo. And to say, Abain say, the economic crisis and as a challenges near Kosovo Hano, partly is from Russia. I don't think say is out of place. But the problem now may want to say, say Russia and Turkey started them. When it started, no? February. How many months down the line? 5 months. We should have a projection as a bino. They should have had a projection. Say 5 because Russia and Turkey started there was indication clearly say and to me and anytime soon the way it was traveling. So what can we do? Because we say a phone where to me in your phone no. Imported from Russia, and to say into question it may not come as usual. So the best is to start providing for ourselves. That is where maybe I'll blame Abai. Say when we see these indications, we have to put in place. Say you best start it. And for example, wheat. For example, when we are getting wheat from Russia. The price of wheat will go higher because the rate at which they were producing because of interquantity reducing, prices will go higher and that would affect those who demand on it. We are demanding on it and so obviously this is what will happen to us. So if we have not been smarter, then of course what will happen is that at the end of the day it will affect our local economy. So as our buying can say, indeed, the problems of our economy today partly can be blamed on Russia. I think it is not out of place. It is never out of place at all.
Okay, this is what Russia is saying. Oko a year countries are determined by no Russia and toss 11. Over a year 2021. Aduane ye imported free Russia by 90,000 and as a 90 million, 90.8 million. Wheat 58,000. Over frozen fish.
Which year?
2021. This is 2021 data.
Okay.
Over fish and a 1.7. Over meat 0.9. Over poultry 1.4. Other agricultural product so 1.4. And to offer the total import of food items, including wheat, for 2021, 90.8 million US dollars. Now say all this and so all this country, maybe Canada, wheat credit free Canada back is more than a year the credit free a year. Just na to me, you over Canada wheat, imported $101.2 million in 2021. Over here Russia wheat, importing only 50.2 million. And
some now say year ben
2021.
2021. And Tokada say that ben.
And Tokada is this year, but this is the data. It means
exactly
over the records are over 16 countries are Ghana.
So 2021,
the first 10 among count. Today, Russia population said yes, we're importing free honor, but it's not significant to change your economy.
No, the fact is this: it's not about, for me, no, it's not about significant the quantity are we importing from there, but it's about the change of prices. We are talking about it today. We are giving a data of 2021. 2021, no, in Tokwensi, and the prices could be stable there, right? Yes. Now, when it come back to 2022, when in Tokwana started, and prices, I have only 1 minute.
Wrap up, yeah.
Yeah. You have 2022, no? You have prices shooting up in Russia. So obviously, what you're expecting is that price will reflect on those who are depending on them, and that is why we are saying, that is why Abayim will say, indeed. We are having difficulties because we depend on what is coming from Russia. And if the price change, our price also would be affected. So it's not about the analysis they are doing. It's not about the quantity we are getting from them in 2021. If they can, they will do us good if they can give us the figures in 2022 and the price difference between 2021 and 2022. Then we'll be able to tell, indeed, we shouldn't blame them, or we should blame them.
Okay. Well, I mean, can you get few messages, Nafi? That's my question, because wheat, frozen fish,
you
meat,
see, that is what
poultry.
That is what the question is. Say, we can produce all here. And second thing for me is when the Russia war started, we should have made projections. Say these things will be.
Okay.
Affecting us.
People call Tunisia. Tunisia is
taking it by surprise.
See, great analysis, nice data, good job. Hunter was say, but Ghanaians should know, Ghanaians should know that until we amend the 1992 Constitution, the same trajectories of IMF visitation and support will be held as every 2-3 years till eternity. Amend the Constitution. Late President John Atta Mills did a review of the Constitution. Where is it now? Ghanaians leaders, Ejawusu Edififisi no de aba. We say Ado Premai, Ado Gagai, and his staff. Sorry to say, they are all senseless and baseless people. We say, please tell the person in blue suit that said he disagreed with Russia. That has they ever blamed us for their economic instability before? Question be beside. The man in black is saying the truth. Before building a hospital, you should have enough health workers. Therefore, before establishing a project such as planting for food and jobs, you should make available machines for storing, processing, and distribution. Period. Kofi Edifri Kumasuna de Aba. We're watching you live. Did Russia missile occupy our farms, lands in Ghana? And Nanado MPP government should let us think Mashato Isa Solomon from UDS Nyampala campus no free Aba. We say Mr. Honto, the NPP are only using Ukrainian war to give a flimsy excuse of their economic failure in the country. Does the Ukraine supply us rugu? I mean cassava, yam, vegetables, fuel, food for job, but we food for job, but we don't see the food and the job. Now lie, and what they about say if MPP government treat Ghanaians good, God will reward them, but if they cheat us, God will curse them. Mantra edifi kukrubiti no diaba. Charles.
The fee say Russia consistent complaint about how you bastardizing omo. And you pushing blame. Also say they are the reason why people are not able to buy kenki or Ghana Hama. I think say it has gotten to its crescendo because for the ambassador to tweet and provide data to back that claim upon several attempts to explain say yen to me and Koswa and blame Russia. Now just say a druba bia or mumpe.
A trapo.
On say international diplomacy affected your relationship. Oh, Western media no, and usually they use this attempt to blackmail you to make you look bad in the eyes of the people. Say, "Wona, of course, until Joe Biden will go and say to Russia, Putin. On the kind of Russia, Biden is specific. Say Putin is the cause of what is happening. Do you get it? You say Biden is also support to Zelensky. Bibia to be Russia, Ukraine. Oh, but then he is not blaming himself, but rather he wants to blame Putin. And it's simple. Data mudia betui. Na me share data nidi. You see, whatever we buy from Russia, we get from all other countries. And you know, it is just commonsensical. Say, okay, say, I see, and I never knew because I mean, from 24 February 2022, and to Kwanisha Assembly in there, playing ma. Do you get it? Playing call Russia, and a playing free Russia ma. And you know, it cannot be the case to say, ya Toby be our Russia in recent times. It is a Jonathan Pesa data now. You may not get the data. Because from 24 February, our first bomb, a tour Ukraine, a machine there, you are placing no-fly zone, no plane beyond Komeba. That is the point. So we cannot get that. But you know, the reality is just said, be a war Russia. You be now Thailand, you be now Canada, you be now ha. Do you get it? And you know, what is our problem? And there be a Russia, Ukraine. For instance, the items are specified here. Crude oil you defeat Russia never. So prices of crude oil cost we still want to blame them. Yet to be and now you to be yet to be, but we are unable to add value to Nayetu. Yes, what to call. And we are trend they are quite no add value. And then they are problem. The problem is that we are not able to add value to what we have in this country. The problem is that import to be beyond the bagana. That is our problem. Our problem is that we are unable to produce anything. She knew why you produce Ghana, then they produce Ghana. Tell me, what do we produce in this country?
Okay.
And then fufu cry the machine fufu. Fufu one Asante fufu anyway I uko as about and fufu yes machine
yam
fufu so anke yam. You get it? We are deviating. That is our problem. A man is say now Russia then a Russia gas. Oil. Ukraine wheat anyway ka cry. Now omo no just them two no cry. You see Ghana, we can't complain see any wheat because you need wheat. Wheat about Ghana for offender flour no mudi. Egypt for depending on wheat. That is why they are suffering, because that is the problem. What is our case? Our case is that we have mismanaged ourselves as a country, as a people. That has nothing to do with they are frustrated because you have more image. Do you get it? Or one embassy will have because only move feeling, but now before now to chew they are rubbing it in their face as if say they are devils, they are monsters, and no creating hardship for your people. And last 2 months, I first ship unloaded wheat and for Ukraine. First ship unloaded wheat over 7,000 tons from Ukraine. I find the Odessa port. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let's think. We need thinkers. My dream can be fast to resolve the problem. Do you get it? Then say, "We jag minister not your officer." What will you get? The man is planting for vote. Instead of also planting for food and job, but there are no job. Vote no planting for. And the billboard unkwano are planting. We talk Ghana about the billboard unkwano. Is there any farm? Have you seen this state farm? Have you seen this planting for? Have you seen state-owned farmer? You see a brave edifice, a benefit. That we do not have silos. So where are we storing them? You need silos. None. So without planting, where would you store? That is the problem. How are we going to make this thing useful? Nana meka unko na mami wele man for ton leather no uko to shoe ya ope Italian shoe uko jina wa cheru animu awose mami wele nso de die pambo. Is it we have this baby. No so you see mu jai we bebo it's economy ni. So I say some of these things we need to tap into them and get them done well. Your clothing Africa for how many any promote to made in African products? I say we need export to Tano. They say we have a minister responsible for business development. You get it? And American institutional for some maybe problem can say NIA Ghana card, Ministry of Communication, expiry date 31st July. And no me banayemi how. Because as we speak, we have over 10 million people who have not been able to register. Enyan na pay. Enyan or no national won't say me person may register. Obia register. Since 2018 up to now, your man a card here. What lot will be a tria, a timisi dying. Just for Ghana card. Now, Sam Nipano. Utwa ho say ujene card nothing
ujene number
who does that? That is where I thought say our focus should have been. And again, a system, a failure on the part of Parliament. That Parliament says that they are not thinking about the people of this country, and that you rise today without directing.
Minority had a press conference calling for extension.
No. I'm talking about Parliament as a whole. Sure. So Parliament are rising there without the Speaker. Without any of them filing the motion, compelling the communication minister, and directing them, say, Omunya Sabi, Sa Akakabin Samson 31st, they are deactivating lines. Among for a child line, how many cards do they even print in a day? How many cards? I mean, why would we ask to be a member Ghana near me mine so card, member register card, I have to pay 250. Oh, yeah, 250 anyway. We have not even factored the distance.
Ghana cities.
Yeah. 150 Ghana cities.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll say 250.
Okay, 250 Ghana cities. We have not even factored the distance. I mean, distance will be far. They say, do you call golf house? Into a bit Kasua, this will be single golf house. Who does that? That is the problem. I said, my man was slow. She doesn't. It is wrong. I'm saying that. Into MTN quick loan. Wrong. A man for the cabin. A man for Bobuso Moon. And two chum.
MTN for bed.
That be Sammy, Sikanisha, empty and what Ghana, hey, I'm up for Mayo, mobile money vendors. I'm up for Muton Sims, and we should think about
okay, Mamenkai, me find a batch of message in a film rapper. Mamenkai, find a batch. I say, respect those with the platform and humble seek to get there. Never ignore opportunity to be great and recognize the dignified way. The world takes you more serious when you have the aura of greatness and located in the higher places. NPP should stop blame good, should stop the blame good and put things in order. Good evening, Sammy. I'm Nanajwa from Kumasi. No, they are Nanajwa. That's Papa message here. Ultimate drafted by. We see Russia telling Ghana, Russians telling Ghana now not to blame them. I think they are over 100% right. The science revealed that God alerting the educating us that He has given us a viable agricultural land to feed the world and not be lazy. COVID showed us. And now, Russia-Ukraine war is amplifying it to us. Government of the day must reason up fast, extra smart and agric, and to be self-sufficient. Also, at the free fisi, no daba. We say hello, Hunter. As usual, Jerry from Ofanko, the guy in the blue suit input are so weak. So, I say no fact, and he also wastes so much time in the delivery, only to give zero input by frustrating. To the listeners, what's my goodness? Well, was it good evening, Sammy? Let us understand that from 2017 to April 2019, we were still under the watch of the IMF program. That's why the economic indices were strong. And the NPP were touting themselves that they were good managers of the economy. Until we came out of the program in May of 2019, the economy started going bad, and this came tell you how bad managers the Kufuor-Bawumia government is, but not to blame bad economy on Russia-Ukraine war or COVID. Henry, different community too, and on the other time I will say, good evening to you. Let's blame our government, lazy government. I like the first man's suggestion. We should grow everything here, region by region, and you see how Ghana will develop. Evil leaders, Francis Rifi Chantanode Abba. Please ask the person in blue suit that does he speak truth in his house or as a Christian or because of politics. That's why he's lying. We say and please tell the guy in blue that Russia released this data because of incompetent government. Keep blaming the failing economy on the war in Russia, not your difference in prices. But I like. I still like I said, he wastes so much time. We should about say, please, good evening, Sammy. May God bless you and your panelists for the good work. Sammy, please tell Eslowusu to change her mind and extend 31st deadline to end of the year. We say even the Ukraine destroyed by Russian economy is far better than Kufuor pre-man 6 years administration of this country. 30 seconds.
I almost say, CEO, we are here, more chili one I feel no more than but you see, they Tano poverty in agriculture produce. Can we do them good?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's very simple. I think the Russia ambassador to Ghana misfired. Okay. You're talking about issues in 2022, just recent, and you are talking about, you're giving a figures in 2021. It's misfired. It should be fired. Simple.
You
got it wrong.
Blaming Russia.
Oh.
Who say and to call UN Security General Meeting. Ghana, we voted for sanction Russia. Over 5,000 sanctions made to Russia. Ghana, not McCarthy Banda Youth Association this year. 7th August. Sunday. Jubilee House.
Okay. Actually, man. I was your hand. Did you make it now? Busy. I'm sending messages by the Munina Mwase. And the message of the night, Adwa from Kumasi. The message was superb. Way from a Asani Tano. I know the Abbas.